Major developments in the disappearance of that pregnant mother and her two young daughters this morning. Investigators now believe they have found the bodies of all three. Her husband appearing in court after reportedly confessing to killing them just hours after pleading for their return. ABC's Clayton Sandell has the latest from Frederick, Colorado. And Clayton, I know you spoke with some of the friends who said they never thought something like this was possible.
Hey, good morning, David. Yeah, that's right. Friends say that Chris Watts always seemed like a devoted father and family man, but when his family went missing, they say he never cried once, never showed any emotion. That is behavior they say they now recognize as a major red flag.
Shackled and wearing an orange jumpsuit,
Watts, did you confess?
Chris Watts listened as a judge read him his rights, uttering few words. Just days earlier, Watts was talking a lot more on TV, pleading for his missing family to come home.
If you're out there, just come back.
But on Thursday, police believe they found the body of 34-year-old Shanann Watts on petroleum company property where her husband used to work, later finding bodies they believe are the couple's two daughters nearby.
Say hi.
Hello.
Shanann, 4-year-old Bella, and 3-year-old Celeste vanished Monday. Shanann was 15 weeks pregnant, missing a doctor's appointment. Watts admitting he and Shanann had a disagreement early that day.
It wasn't like an argument. We had an emotional conversation, but I'll leave it at that.
We feel so stupid, like we were duped by one of our good friends.
Nicholas and Amanda Thayer were close friends of the Watts before Chris's arrest, standing by his side, even opening their own home Tuesday night.
And we feel so stupid about that now. Like, trusting him to stay the night in the same house as our daughter. I mean, I'll never let that go. We thought we were doing the right thing by trying to be a good friend to him.
Later learning of Chris's arrest, and according to Denver 7 News, a report from 2 law enforcement sources about his apparent confession.
Do you feel betrayed?
Oh my God, like, yeah, like.
During no time in the 48 to 72 hours we were with him did he ever show remorse.
Right? Like,
He never once cried. Which I guess is now a red flag.
I know. He was worried with how he's being looked at. You know what I mean? Like, he was worried with what people were saying.
Very concerned with how he was being perceived.
Yeah, he was, and I didn't really think much of it until the FBI agent was like, sounds like he was looking for ideas.
Our affiliate Denver 7 says the girls' bodies were found concealed in oil and gas tanks. The petroleum company where Watts worked says it fired him on Wednesday, the same day he was arrested. David.
This is truly horrific. Clayton, our thanks to you again this morning. I do want to bring in former FBI agent Brad Garrett, part of our team here. And Brad, you've studied so many of these interviews with people who then turn suspects. This husband had just been pleading for his wife's return hours before this reported confession. And I wanted you to take a look and see what you made of this.
Okay. If you're out there, just come back. I just want them back. I just want them to come back.
What do you see immediately there?
Okay, so you have a guy that's using the word, I want her to come back. Well, that's really sort of telling me, David, that he knows exactly where she is. You know, want is an interesting word to use. And you get the feeling like he wants to make an impression on us, but we know he's really lying.
And it was what he said, Brad, in particular about the children that stood out to me, talking about the dinner hour. Here it is.
Last night, like during when they usually eat dinner, it was just like I miss them. Like, I mean, I miss telling them, hey, you got to eat that or you're not going to get your dessert.
Well, if you look at I miss, it almost sounds like in the past tense, that he obviously knows what has happened. But the important thing in this interview, David, he really focuses on himself and what the police are doing. He doesn't mention his wife that's pregnant, that's missing. It's really all about me and about what the police are doing.
And right down to his body language, Brad. His arms are crossed on that front porch.
His arms are crossed. He looks down a couple times. You know, and he talks in generalities. When he tries to fill in that blank between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m., he doesn't give you any information. That's very telling.
It's just heartbreaking when you think about the pregnant mom and those 2 little girls. Brad, thanks for helping us to break it down.
Sure.
Appreciate it.